All right, let's talk about Alex Jones in the UK. He was on BBC. I must have gotten 30 emails, people linking me to this interview. He appeared on BBC One's Sunday Politics show. And the idea was, let's have Alex Jones on and we'll have another guy on who's kind of against the idea that everything's a conspiracy. And we'll have Alex Jones talk about Bilderberg, this conference which plays host to a lot of powerful people around the world, which Alex Jones has a lot to say about. And they get right into it. Alex Jones gets asked about Bilderberg, and he talks about fluoride.
Alex Jones, you've been covering Bilderberg for a long time. What have you ever found out about it?
In that piece you just played, there's nothing in the water. Hydrofluorosilicic acid in major Harvard studies has been causing a 7-fold increase in bone cancer.
What's that got to do with
Boom.
Bilderberg?
What have I discovered about Bilderberg? The
Yeah.
BBC was able to get the documents decades ago that they helped found the euro, which was actually a Nazi German plan to take over countries economically. No, that's on record.
Then Alex Jones going into a rant about the government disappearing people. He talks about humanity is awakening. He shouts the name of his website. And at the end of the interview, things really just get completely absurd. The host of the show, Neil, who's 64 years old, tells the 39-year-old Alex Jones that he is the worst person he's ever interviewed. And this is what happened.
It's an interesting psychological phenomenon.
Like
Dismiss
Tuskegee,
it.
Black Men with Syphilis,
The problem
Morton
is that
Down,
conspiracy
nerve gas
theories
trips.
like this are believed in.
Hey, listen, I'm here to warn people. You keep telling me to shut up. This isn't a game. Okay, our government in the U.S. is building FEMA camps. We have an NDAA where they disappear people now. You have this arrest for public safety, life in prison.
You are the worst person I've ever interviewed.
No, it's basically off with their heads, disappear
David,
them,
thank
take
you
them
for
away.
being with us.
Infowars.com.
It's gone,
Liberty
11:30.
is rising.
You're watching the
Liberty
Sunday
is
Politics.
rising.
We have an idiot on the
Freedom will
program
not
today.
stop. You
Coming
will not
up
stop
in just
freedom.
20 minutes.
You will not stop the Republic. Humanity is awakening. Infowars.com. No. You guys are crazy.
I'll be looking at the week ahead with our political panel. Until then.
Now, I have to tell you, I was watching this, and it's funny, and it's outrageous, and Alex Jones is crazy, and all this stuff. This interview actually makes me feel more like Alex Jones is just playing a character, and he's not really this crazy. I told this anecdote before, so don't email me saying I told this story. I know I did, but some people may not have heard it. A couple years ago, I was at a talk radio conference in New York City, and Alex Jones was invited to fly up from Austin and deliver some kind of a keynote type speech on, I think it was the last day of the conference. And he was supposed to talk about his multi-platform revenue model and all of this business stuff. And he kind of went into, slowly he shifted from that into the government, this and that, basically just verbatim his conspiracy theories from his show. And it kind of seemed like he was kind of joking in a way. And then right after, I was standing around in a small group with Alex Jones. Must have been Alex Jones, myself, and 2 or 3 other people at the most. And Alex Jones he had already met, he was like friends with the other people in the group. I'd never met him before. And he said, I thought about really freaking him out up there, but I didn't want to go too crazy. And it's really a thing about how he said it than what he said, because he could have said that and been completely wrapped up in what he believed to be true conspiracy theories. The way he said it implied that he knows he's kind of playing a character and he's kind of always tuning that character. And I have to say that for all of the crazy stuff that actually is said on the Alex Jones show, this clip only makes me think that he is playing up his character and maybe is not actually an actual believer in all of the stuff we hear him say. Let me know if you disagree with me, if you think that that is not a character, if you think that that is completely for real. Tell me. I'm open to the idea. That's not the impression I'm getting from that video. And then the question is, why has he developed this character? And I think we know the answer. This is a very profitable character, if it is indeed a character. The Alex Jones show does very, very well, employs a number of people. And hey, if it is just a character, is our critique of Alex Jones different than if it is just him saying what he believes? I don't know. What do you think?